Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be taking a look at this STR GT Kid Goku, who awakened, well, got his EZA with the release of this current World Tournament on Global. Now, I was able to EZA mine with the extra set of medals that I got from the previous set of rewards, because obviously his EZA became available with the release of this World Tournament that's on currently. But of course, if you, depending on which ranking you finish in, you won't actually get the rewards of the EZA medals until the rewards are distributed after the World Tournament has finished. So for most people, you probably don't have the medals unless you've kept a spare set or something like that. But I thought we would do this one now so we could start getting some of the showcases done, because then when we get the extra medals at the end, we'll be able to do the other units. And after reading this guy's passive, I felt like he could be quite interesting. So out of the three, I thought he would be the one that I would pick to sort of test out first. So he is full level 10 links, obviously Rainbow. And we're going to check out what he does here. His leader skill is STR and Tech types 3 key and 90%, so nothing impressive, but not really surprising, right, for a World Tournament card. His super attack is that he raises defense for 1 turn, and he causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn. So pretty good super attack effect. He's not really a slot 1 unit though, which is the problem, because like when a unit has that effect on their super, you want them to super attack as early in the turn as possible so that the other units can then go after them and get the benefit of that attack buff. But probably won't really be putting him in slot 1 very much. He gets attack and defense 150%, and then an additional attack and defense 100% for 5 turns from his first turn. He gets an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super. He has a medium chance to dodge, so it's 30%, right? 3 key and an additional chance to dodge 30% when there is another space traveling warriors ally attacking in the same turn. So as long as we have a space traveling warrior ally in the same turn, it's pretty much going to auto super, and then he has a 60% chance to dodge, which is pretty decent. He gets an additional 20% attack up to 80% and chance of performing a crit 10% up to 40 with each attack evaded. So the more he dodges, the more attack he gets, as well as crit chance. So I've built him with mostly additional and then dodge, because he's going to build up crit chance. He gets the level 5 crit for free from being an STR unit anyway. So we're going to jump in and see how well he can do here. We're running him on the Pan team. He's got a couple of 200% leaders, and she is one of them. But obviously with her being a space traveling warrior, and then having units like the Trunks and Giru support, they're going to give a lot of support to this Goku. But because Pan's leader skill is Dragon Ball Seekers and Bond of Friendship, it means we can run some of these other Gokus that will give him some more of his links, because he's not going to be a super great link partner with Pan. But since she is a slot 1 unit, unfortunately we don't have one on the first turn, we can put her in slot 1, have Goku in slot 2, and then just a bunch of units who link well with him in slot 3. So now he has 186k defense at the start of the first turn, which is not anything particularly crazy. I mean, honestly, worst case scenario, like we could put him in slot 1 here, but like if he doesn't dodge a super, like unironically we could actually die on the first turn. But if we are able to get our dodges in here, we could basically get his full build up in this first turn. And we are going to get the orbs for Bulma to get her support, so he is going to jump up to slightly over 200k defense. So let's see. Yes, he takes double digits from normals. The only problem is actually, I was going to say, for him being in slot 1 here, we don't have a space traveling warrior ally on the rotation with him, so he's not getting that extra 30% chance to dodge. So you can kind of see when it comes to just the base 30%, it's not really something you can rely on, because he just got attacked 4 times and didn't dodge a single one of them. So, I mean, he did eat the super for slightly less than I expected, although I suppose, to be fair, the STR freezer in phase 1 here isn't exactly a particularly powerful enemy, right? So that's alright. Once we get around to the next rotation, we have the Pan, so we're going to have the space traveling ally for him. which will give him the extra buff. So then hopefully he should be okay. Yeah, Tech Panda Broly Slayer. Like, definitely very, very good in that event. I guess we could leave... I guess we leave the rotation like this, right? So we can get those for you. Grab all of these for Trunks and Giru. And then give Carnival Goku all of those. As long as Frieza doesn't AoE as the first attack, then yeah, we're good here. We can just let Pan go off. This is the Friend Pan. Friend Pan has one dupe, isn't link leveled, but it's not a Pan showcase, so don't really care too much about that. Mine is Rainbow level 10 links. No super. There we go. Now it doesn't really, it won't matter as much if he supers once Trunks and Giru have got their super attack off, so it doesn't do a lot of damage though, sadly. But that's fine. 7.3 for Goku. Alright. Oh, and we get the additional as well. Okay. As well. Right. So, we have our Space Traveling Warriors ally. We get 6 links active on this rotation. So, we've got everything except Shattering the Limit. And he's got 212k defense start of turn. So, that's not too bad. Now, I do want him to... I kind of want him to dodge all these attacks, though, and get his build up. So... if we put him in slot 1, you can see with Pan, he is getting 3 links, Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, and GT. But we do miss out on Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, and Prepared for Battle. But I kind of want to see, with this 60% chance to dodge that he now has for this turn, if we can actually get some dodges in here against these attacks. Because obviously then he can get fully built up, right? Because he needs... it was 4, right? Was it 4 or 3? Yeah, 4. He needs to dodge 4 attacks to get fully built up. So... he's getting attacked 5 times in slot 1 here. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. The AoE. So he's up to 4.6. Considering we have a lot less links active this turn and no Bulma support, isn't that similar to the attacks that he put out on the first turn? So that shows the build up there. And then did he dodge both those last 2? So I think he is fully built up now, right? So now, on the next turn, I think we are going to have Bulma support, right? Is she going to be on the next rotation? I think she is. And then we just keep her on rotation, giving support. Pan with the crit. Yeah, she is on rotation. Alright, so we'll do that. Oh wait, Trunks and Giru need a certain number of orbs, don't they? If we do this... yeah, there you go. I think 8 is like the max they need. In fact, what I'll do here, because I don't care about this rotation, right? And I don't want like Pan to get supered and get killed or something stupid like that. So we'll just use a Princess Snake, because it's only a 1-turn defensive item, so it's not going to have any effect on the next rotation. Where we can see Goku, because now Goku's fully built up. He has that 40% crit chance, which is why we didn't give him any crit in the hidden potential system outside of that free level 5 that he gets for being an STR unit. So hopefully he can look pretty good. He's going to have the Bulma support, which is going to carry over to the next turn. So he should be looking pretty decent. And then, of course, by floating off the Trunks and Giru, it means that the rotation after this upcoming one with Goku will have all the support from Trunks and Giru in slot 3 and the support from Bulma from the previous turn. So hopefully we can get some good numbers out of him, but we'll see. I mean, the thing is, he's going to largely be relying on the dodge chance, right? Like, if you take him into one of the harder events... you know, he's going to be relying on dodge, otherwise he's going to take a lot of damage. But 60%, as long as you have the Space Traveling Warriors ally on rotation with him, is pretty decent. It's 7 in orbs. Or is it specifically in? Because they do change orbs, don't they? So, is it specifically in? Where are they? Yeah, no, it's just any key spheres, right? So they have to pick up 7 in order to get their full buff. It's just any key sphere. So it includes Rainbow as well, which is good. So on the turn with the Carnival Goku, who does provide defensive support, he's at 265k. The only problem, of course, is that all of the attacks are weighted into slot 1, which is really annoying. Because Pan's at, what, 419k. What's the buff that she gets in slot 1 before she attacks? Oh, it's damage reduction 50% before attacking. So she should be able to eat all these attacks in slot 1. Goku probably won't get a chance to attack, but at least we can carry him over to the next turn where we're going to get all of that extra support. Because if I put him in slot 1, we lose out on all of these links with the Goku. Don't really get to see him do much. Plus we get more build-up with Pan, and then she's just going to potentially annihilate full power Frieza at the end. But we still get to see him attack here, because Pan obviously did not finish off Frieza. So what is he looking like now? Fully, I mean, 7.2, that's with no support on this rotation and just the Bulma support from the previous turn. And then he additionals for 7.6. That's pretty good. Like, relatively good, considering, again, that, like, World Tournament units are technically free-to-play units. So 7.2 into a 7.6 is pretty good. So let's do... we need to make sure we get the orbs for Bulma, so we'll do this. Right, then we get her orbs, so we get the buff for the next turn. So we need to make sure we get that. And then we'll just do this. So yeah, Pan gets a bit more build up here. It's at 7.1 now as well, jeez. And then fortunately Frieza is AGL, so it doesn't really matter if he supers her here now. Which he is going to do. What is she taking from this? She take double digits? No, she still takes 200k. That's the problem with units that have this extra defense before they attack. So then they can tank really well at the start of the turn. Then they attack. They lose that extra defensive prowess. And then they get super attacked. So, kind of awkward. Like, if this was an int boss, we'd just be dead now. So, I think it's probably one of the reasons why Pan aged fairly quickly. But Pan's got her active skill now. Which we won't use because we could actually just straight up one-shot Frieza. So, let's do... Actually, what do we get with the support? They're at 200k. I think we need to pick up orbs with them first, don't we, actually? So we won't get to see the support. Also, there's too many orbs. If we do this, that drops those down. Yep, then they can get perfect. So there you go. So, what is the support and amount that they are actually giving? So they give Bond of Friendship, GT Heroes, Dragon Ball Seekers, 1 key and 20%, but that stacks. So Goku is on, I think, all of those, right? Is he on Dragon Ball Seekers? I know he's on Bond of Friendship. Yeah, he is. So he's getting 60% from them. And then... yeah, just one of those keep us to... Yeah, so we get like 70% support from Trunks and Giru if they get 7 orbs, which they are. So now we should see a good attack stat from him. Now bear in mind, of course, against an AGL boss, we very much will be relying on that defense. Now he gets the extra 50% on super from his passive. He gets the defense raise on his... No, wait, it's not defense raise, he has the enemy support buff. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Pan just goes ham and kills Frieza. Okay. Yes! Perfect. Survive with the tiniest sliver of health. 5.78. I think that's because his, was it 5 turns from his first appearance buff has worn off. But you can see there we got the crit, because that was from his built-up passive. because he only has level 5 in his hidden potential. I would say that that is pretty good overall. Now, of course, once we get into these longer events and his intro passive part runs out, that's where he's going to start looking pretty shaky. But, I mean, it's pretty decent for the most part here. I think we can get one more turn in with him here, can't we? Because if we do this, and then do the active skill with Bulma, get the orb change, get all the orbs. That gives us the support to carry over, and then I guess to be fair, if we want to make sure we get another turn, we just do this, right? Because no one on this turn, I think, can actually get killed if we have the Princess Snake active. So Pan up to 8.6. I mean, considering how few links that she shares with Bulma, that's pretty good. The fact that she stacks attack as quickly as she does is the reason why her active skill hits so ridiculously hard when you actually use it. And then Bulma 11.8 mil. Pretty good. So yeah, we shouldn't kill Frieza here, because she's not going to get another super yet. So Carnival Goku is not like super built up. Him supering Bulma is actually perfect, because she's got such high defense and damage reduction. And we have the, actually, yeah, because we have the Princess Snake active anyway. So Bulma is essentially invincible on this turn. And guys, we are doing a lot of damage. Which is a pretty wild turn. Actually, the problem is, as we've had on some of these other turns, if I put Pan in slot 1 on the next rotation, I'm pretty sure she just kills Frieza. So the problem is that if we put Goku in slot 1, we are... Oh, nice. If we put Goku in slot 1, we're 100% relying on the orbs. But you can see here, with that buff run out from his first 5 turns, 167k defense start of turn. The problem is you get to the harder part of these events that are slightly longer, and then he's just straight up dying if he doesn't dodge. So since we ended, since I misclicked and we got the Goku in slot 1, let's just end it with this then, shall we? Because Pan is pretty crazy built up here, so this is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I feel like the Goku is pretty solid. You know, considering, again, like we said, the World Tournament cards are basically free-to-play units. So with his EZA, I think he's actually pretty good. In some of the shorter events where he's going to have his full passive active for the entire time, he's going to be pretty decent. It's just, unfortunately, against some of the tougher bosses in the current meta, you are pretty much just going to be relying on him getting that dodge every time. But, I mean, to be honest, compared to some of the other ones we've had, I think he is pretty good. So, you guys will have to let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Hopefully the World Tournament has been going well for you. Let me know where you were aiming to finish. If you're only going to get enough medals to EZA 1 or 2 of the units, let me know which one you are planning to do, especially if it is this Goku. And let me know your thoughts about him down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.